Oh, it's people arguing, y'all. It's people arguing. And I don't know what's going on, child. I'm trying to get the energy around y'all, and it's just people arguing. Wait. Y'all gonna be able to hear them. I don't know what's going on. Okay, look, we about to figure out what's going on. Oh my God. We about to see the energy around y'all to see what's going on. Pisces, I hope you guys are doing well. Y'all be sure to get those likes up. Let's get some hearts so we can start this off right. Let's get the energy flowing and going, you guys. Y'all know I'm going to come with the real deal, Holyfield, okay? The real information. Let's try to get to 100 likes first. We're going to get to 100 likes, and then we're going to get into this to see what the energy is around you and what you need to know regarding that energy around you. Okay, go with your intuition. I just need to let you guys know. Use your intuition. Your intuition is going to be emotionless. It's not going to be connected to fear. It's not going to be connected to anxiety. It's not going to be connected to insecurities. It's going to be connected to what is authentic to you. Okay, you guys? So make sure you use that first. Y'all be sure to follow me. If you have not followed me yet, click that follow button, you guys. Also, be sure to hit the hearts. Y'all get some hearts in here. Let's get it going. Let's see what we need to know. I hope you're doing well. For those of you in the United States or celebrating a holiday, I hope you are revving up to have a beautiful holiday. Okay? Whatever you got to cook. I hope you got all your foods. Okay? Thank you so much for the follow. Wait, who is that? I don't know how to say your name. Bassett? D. Risa Bassett? Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate all of you guys. I see you, Sean. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Aaliyah? I hope I said your name right, boo. Thank you so much. Y'all feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on. All right, so let's see for Pisces, guardian angels, archangel, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, thank you. I appreciate y'all too, Aaliyah. Hey, Jamisha. Hey, Naomi. Let's get in it. Let's get in it. The energy around Pisces, spirit. What does Pisces need to know regarding the energy around them? That's crazy. Trapped. Look at this. I took the deck out the box. I took the deck out of this box. Okay. I took the deck out of this box and it said trapped. And then this card, there's an energy around you of somebody who's feeling stuck. Like they don't have any options. It says unforgiveness. Like maybe you won't forgive them or they won't be forgiven for what they've done. Somebody may feel like they're going to go to jail. We have in prison, concerns, stuck. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. So this is the energy around you. So this is not your energy. This is the energy of someone else around you. And it says love, platonic, devoted, affectionate, tender. And then at the back of the deck, bored, uninterested, apathetic, jaded. So somebody could be feeling like they're stuck in the friend zone for some of you guys. Some of you guys have a person who wants to be more than friends. And they're feeling as if they're stuck in the friend zone or that you're only going to be a platonic connection with this person. And maybe that makes them bored or they want more, but you don't want that with this person. You could know that somebody is a bad apple or they give off bad vibes. Okay, let's look more into it. Let's get this other oracle deck. Then we're going to do some tarot. Thank you guys so much. Let's get those hearts. Oh, we got 446. Look at that. Y'all look awesome. I see you guys who are asking questions. If you want me to ask questions, don't spam the question because then you're going to piss me off and I'm going to block you. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Wait. Wait, Quandra, hold on. Let me approve your comment. That's funny. If you want to ask questions, don't spam your question. Wait until the end of the reading for the collective of Pisces, and I will respectfully address your question if you send a donation. Okay, that's how it works, with love and respect, love and light. Okay, um, that's how it's gonna work if that's what you want. I'm just letting y'all know. I appreciate y'all, but also respect me and the other people in here who want the collective message. Thank you. So, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, Pisces. All right, let's see what else is the energy. Okay, Spirit. The energy around Pisces right now. What is the energy around Pisces that they need to be aware of in the situation? Okay, this could also, first, before I flip that card over, this could also be a situation where you guys were very loving and tender towards a person, and now that person is realizing that you pulled your energy back because there's something that they may have done that you won't forgive them for because you may be setting a boundary. Okay. Wow. Sipping, rumors, gossip, and nosy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. So let me fix this a little bit, because the way I be having to change the way I read cards, because we're doing the vertical, not the horizontal. So we're going to put that over there. And then we have sipping and rumors. Interesting. Ooh, vacay, get away, relax, have fun. Ooh, I know what this is. Smelling the roses, slow down, take some time for you. Take some you time, and getting out in nature. So this is a situation where, Pisces, let me tell y'all what's going on. You guys are taking a break from a person, or you're taking a break from something. Okay, I don't know what this is. You could be taking PTO at work. You could be on a leave of absence at work. You could be kind of staying to yourself or not going out as much with your friends. You could be in a situation where you are being just kind of reclusive, like a hermit. You're in hermit mode. Okay. And basically right now, it's people who are gossiping. People are wondering why you're not investing your energy into a situation. Either you pull back and put somebody in the friend zone, whoop-de-doo face ass, or you are in a position where you're kind of just taking time to yourself. This is you taking time to yourself, taking a break, taking a vacation, taking a mental break. Okay? And I feel like people are trying to understand. It's like they're starting to talk. There's starting to be some type of gossip as to why you've stepped back or why you've taken a mental break from a situation that you were investing a lot of energy to, and now you're not investing as much energy into it. The people who are feeling your energy be pulled back are feeling very bored. They're feeling very lethargic. They're not as interested. It's like it's not as fun when you're not around. And they're wondering why you pull back, and they're jumping to conclusions and making assumptions about why you're not showing up the same way that you showed up before. They're trying to figure out why you're not, investing as much time and energy the way you invested it before. So let's see what the tarot says. Okay. Aries, don't spam your question, boo. That's rude. I'm an actual human being. If you want me to answer a question, I would be happy to do so if you send an adequate donation at the end of the reading for the collective. Y'all get the hearts in here. Thank you. Y'all get the hearts in here. No, it's okay, boo. I know that that's how y'all usually work, but that's not how I operate. So I want to reciprocate positive energy, for everybody. I want everybody to have an enjoyable experience. And the last few lives I did, I was breaking in the middle of it to do questions, and I don't want to do that. I want it to run smoothly. So thank y'all so much for all of your respect. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your love and support. All these people in here liking, I really appreciate it. Look at us, y'all. We're already at 2.6K. I just like being positive, Pisces. Let's see what the tarot says. Because right now we've determined, at least, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels to me that there's a person who misses the love that you give. They miss the affection that you show. They miss the way your energy improves their life, because now you're not showing up the same way because it feels like there's something that you weren't receiving. If you need a break, if you need a vacation, if you need time to yourself, what usually comes before that? Usually there's some type of exhaustion. Usually there's some type of frustration. Usually when you need to take a step back, it means that whatever transpired before you felt like you needed to take that step back is a situation that stressed you out, or something that pissed you off, or something that just drained and exhausted you. So now that you've taken the time to do that because of whatever transpired before this moment, somebody is realizing that it's different. It's different when your energy is not there. Okay, your energy. So what is this about the energy around Pisces spirit? What do they need to know in regards to the energy around them at this time? Ooh, it's a little messy. Definitely gossip. It's a little messy. What does Pisces need to know about the energy around them at this time? Ooh, bitch. I can't make it up. Y'all see me shuffle. Ain't no cuts. I can't make it up. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Quandra. You said I'm one of the few tarot readers that spirit guides you correctly for Pisces. Yeah, because I am a Pisces. Did y'all know I was a Pisces? I've been a Pisces all my life. Okay? I've been a Pisces all my life. I feel you. Let's get some hearts for the Pisces. We got to motivate and lift each other up, okay? Okay, with the finger heart. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you. Period. Yeah, for sure. Y'all follow me. If you ain't followed me yet, be sure to follow me. Thank you, Pi. I appreciate that. Okay? If you want to get a reading at the end, it is going to be based on donations if you want to donate, but it's going to be at the end. We just going to get through this tarot part. So let me let y'all know what's going on. This is crazy. So technically, the world card, 5 of Wands, we flipped it over. Boom. They just popped out. There's some type of chaos and conflict that's going on. There's a group. This is a group of people. I don't know what group of people this is. This could be your coworkers. This could be family. But there is something that you're beginning to understand. There's something that you've understood. Possibly, what sign are we in? Sagittarius. In Scorpio season, because the world card is fixed sign energy. It's going to be Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. Those are all the fixed signs. Pisces is a mutable sign. So Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sag are mutable. And cardinal is Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and what's the other one? Cancer. But with the world card, you have fixed sign energy. So somewhere either in Aquarius season earlier this year, Taurus season earlier this year, Leo season in the recent past, or Scorpio season most recently, you guys realized that a situation needed to come to an end. You had some type of clarity in regards to conflict or drama that was going on between you and a group of people, or how a group of people was creating drama or conflict in your life. Okay, you want to put an end to the chaos. You want to put an end to the competition. You're tired of that shit. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something that pits you against other people. It's some type of competitive energy. It's some type of energy where it's like you have to constantly be on all the time. Go, go, go. You constantly have to watch your back all the time. Go, go, go. And it's just too much. And I feel like you're starting to understand, because when you get to the world card, that's the end of the major arcana. You're starting to understand why there's been so much, chaos. Why somebody has had a problem with you. Why there's been a problem with you making progress in a situation, or why you've been feeling so exhausted. The energy around you is of people having a problem with you ending something that created conflict in your life. Now we have the moon card at the bottom. Okay. And then we have the Tower card. The moon is Cancer energy. The Tower is Scorpio energy. Some of you guys, this is, a person, there's somebody who is afraid of you walking down this path and moving forward. This is a version of you with this cat versus the jaguar. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. There's a person here who's afraid of you transforming from this cat to this jaguar. Okay, thank you so much, Maggie. Look at you. Thank you, Maggie. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate those roses. Look, they're afraid of you transforming because there's no telling. With the moon card, this is a subconscious fear. This is somebody who subconsciously is scared of what you will become when you transform into the version of yourself that can now become a predator to them in their situation. It's not that you're going to attack them. It's not that you're going to have any ill will towards them. It's not that you're going to come for them. But if somebody knows, because remember we saw the lady stuck behind that wash machine, if somebody knows that they've been gossiping about you, if somebody knows that they've been trying to compete with you, if somebody knows that secretly they have this animosity towards you that they're not sharing, you know, and it's kind of like underneath the surface, they know that when you transform into this version of yourself that's going to outshine them or outperform them, that there's going to be something that needs to happen. There's going to be there's going to have to be a change that they make, or there's going to be some adaptability that they need to have to the new version of you that they don't want to see. That's what the fear that's where the fear comes from. Thank you, Tyra, for those roses. Thank you, Pi, for that heart. That was so cute. And so the Tower card is saying that this ending is causing destruction. So this is something that you don't know. You don't know that there are arguments going on amongst people because you chose to end a situation and it's causing destruction. But they're causing their own destruction because they sitting here arguing about stuff and they don't even realize that the flow is on fire. That's how slow some folks is acting right now. You don't know that these arguments are happening behind the scenes. Secretly, there's a problem with you ending a situation and it's causing a problem for other people and it's destroying some type of authority that somebody has had over your life. The Empress, oh, that's not the Empress. I thought it was, but it's the Queen of Pentacles here. But there could definitely be something, if you're a mother, or if this is in regards to your mother, or if you're a business owner, especially a feminine energy, this could just be you being self-sufficient as well, having a lot of wealth, or being someone who is on the trajectory of being wealthy because of your skills, talents, and abilities. Behind the scenes, this is what is causing somebody a problem. It doesn't matter. You could be as broke. You could be broker than a joke. You could be homeless. You could be in a bad situation. You could be living in your car. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Somebody knows the ability that you have to become what they are afraid of. They know that you have the resources, the skills, the talent, the experience to become what is going to get in the way of them being on top. So you wonder why people who are driving the nice cars and living in the nice houses have a problem with what you're doing. You wonder why the people who have more followers and subscribers than you are reporting your content secretly. You wonder why there's people who look like they're wealthier than you having a problem with what you're doing when you show up in the room. And it's because they know that if you were at your full potential and if they weren't doing something to hold you back, that you would be excelling and exceeding beyond what they do by miles. So it's causing this fear because now you decided to end a situation and you're not playing the game anymore. What else is this? Look at that. The Two of Swords. You don't see this, but you know. So who, okay. So do y'all feel this energy? Do y'all feel this energy of people around you having a problem now that you made certain decisions or set certain boundaries? Do you feel this animosity? Do you feel this tension? Do you, cause this is what you feel. Thank you, Kathy, for liking so much. Thank you, Tyra, as well. Thank you, hold on. Thank you, Maggie, for those roses. Y'all feel the energy of people having a problem with you. Y'all feel the energy of these folks having some type of animosity towards you. Thank you, Elevating. I know y'all feel it. Because it's something subconscious. You don't have the evidence, but you see how she's right on point. She's blindfolded shooting. She doing her darts or whatever. She blindfolded. She don't know that she right on point. You don't know that you calling these people out without even trying. You don't know that the subliminal messages that you're not even trying to send are getting to these people. When you post something online and you say, you know what, I'm elevating, I'm so happy that I've healed. You know, you post good pictures of yourself. You looking good. You shining. Your skin is glowing. Whatever it is that you're doing because you want to do it for yourself is hitting these people exactly where it hurts. Do you see what I'm saying? And you may not understand exactly where it's coming from, but you can feel the energy. You don't see that it's causing a problem on the back end, but you can feel that it is. The Sun card is here with the Ten of Swords. Look, this is illumination. This is happiness. Some of you guys could have gone through a period of sadness or depression. Y'all got to remember, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, so legally you should not take this as medical advice. But you may have gone through a situation where you may have had to have a surgery, or you could have had to have some type of illness that you healed from. It's like, I feel like there was a time where you were feeling good and you were feeling like things were moving forward. And then you may have felt like you took maybe a few steps backwards. You took 10 steps forward and 2 steps back. You know, were making progress and then you got hindered and then it went downhill. And it's just like, it's, you know, now that it's not necessarily because of the effort that you were putting in. It was because other people were trying to project this negative energy. And I'm not saying that there's not things that you needed to improve. I'm not saying that there's not accountability that you can take in a situation. But what I'm saying is, when you decided to take accountability for the things that you did, and it's like you shone a light on the things that you may have done wrong, or the things that you were scared to see, the things that you wanted to have blindfolded. People tried to say that you was wrong, or they tried to turn it around and make it seem like you were still at fault. But it's like, no, there's only so much of a beat down that y'all are going to take. Okay? There's only so much of a beat down that y'all are going to take. And I feel like a lot of you guys were feeling happy and healed after some type of downpour of emotions that could have been very challenging, or physically when you were feeling drained. I feel like you guys began to heal, and you didn't see that somebody was trying to make you feel like what you were going through wasn't true. It's like they wanted you to see a different reality. So the energy around you is of people who were happy of you being in this position. You see the cape right here. You can't see who this is. There's a lot of hiding going on. There's a lot of people who are hiding behind these different structures that prevent you from being able to see who you are. But you see this bird up here. This is your spirit team. Your spirit team sees exactly who was doing what. And that's exactly why the heat is on. Now, what I feel like y'all have to understand is that whatever fears and anxieties that you feel, or whatever walls that you feel closing in, may not be a reality. Some of you guys have to evaluate each situation that you're in and make sure that the emotions that you feel, or the thoughts that run through your mind, are authentic to who you are, or are, actually yours. Right? Because a lot of people have abilities that they don't understand, and it could be very conscious where they're doing it on purpose to send you negative energy. And there's sometimes where it could be subconscious where they don't realize they have that power, but they do. And Spirit is telling you, hey, when it comes to these situations where there are other people around you who are blaming you for some type of problem going on in their life, and they subconsciously send you this kind of negative energy, Spirit is telling you that you're going to pick it up. You're going to feel it. It's natural. But in each moment where you feel down on yourself, or you're anxious, or you're afraid, or you feel like the walls are closing in, take a few moments to breathe and figure out whether or not those are your emotions, or whether they are the emotions of another person, and whether or not you really need to be in that energy. Now, what does Spirit want Pisces to know? Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know when it comes to the energy around them? Ooh, a lot of people are talking about the work that you're doing. There's something that you're investing in. Your grapes are growing. It's very complicated to grow grapes. It's not an easy thing to do. I see y'all. Thank you so much for the follows, you guys. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Look at us. We almost at 9K. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I hope these messages are helping y'all. All right. If they're helping, put the hearts in. Put the hearts in. You guys are definitely investing. You're ritualistically investing your energy into something. This could even be money, time, effort. It's like blood, sweat, and tears type of energy with the Seven of Pentacles. What Spirit wants you to know about this is that what you guys are conjuring up right now in like a more spiritual form, plus the energy that you're putting in tangibly, right? Because it takes not only manifestation spiritually, but it also takes manifestation physically for things to come to fruition. It's all culminating together to help something move forward more quickly. You've been waiting, maybe, I feel like maybe this could have been going on for anywhere between 2 and 7 months that you guys have been praying about something. You've been trying to move forward. Okay. And this is a situation where you've invested a lot of energy. And your spirit team wants you to know that they hear your prayers. They hear what you're doing. They see what you're doing. And they're going to be assisting you when it comes to this. There's also a lot of communication going on. With this gossip card right here, people are talking. People are talking about what you're doing. They could be spreading rumors. They could be being nosy. You know how on TikTok when they say, oh, the people see you blow up or they get recommended your content on the For You page. And then all of a sudden they want to talk to you about what you're doing. They want to pop up out of nowhere and check on you and all this other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. You see what I'm doing. And it's like, okay, it's not that you have to be, nasty with that person. It's not that you have to be, aggressive with that person. But you need to know that there are a lot of people who are invested in whether or not you succeed in what you do. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Let's see what's at the bottom. The Wheel of Fortune. Something is shifting. Look at that. The sun is hitting these cards in a funny way. But there's a shift here that's taking place. Some of you guys may even move or relocate, or you moved or relocated within the last 7 months. Some of you guys may end up moving again and you don't realize it. But there's stability and security that Spirit is hitting on when it comes to the things that you're doing. Thank you guys so much. There's movement happening. There's a shift that's taking place. This could also be with your destiny. This could be in terms of like what you're meant to do in life. And your spirit team is attempting to tell you the reason for all this energy going on behind the scenes is because you are creating a shift with the words that you say, with how you communicate. You're changing the way you talk about yourself. You're changing the way you talk to yourself. You're changing the way you talk to other people. You're changing the way you allow other people to approach you and how you allow their words to affect you. And all these different things are coming to fruition. Okay, and things are starting to move forward quickly because you're ritualistically investing. It's something that you do every single day. If you decided, a few months ago that you were tired of being afraid and you started journaling and you spoke about all the things in your journal that you were afraid of and things that you wanted to overcome, all of those things that you've been journaling about ritualistically are coming to fruition. Everything that you've been writing down in your event planner or your calendar, your gratitude journal, whatever it is that you've been doing physically, whether it's you taking a walk around the neighborhood, you wanted to eat healthier, you eating more fruits, eating more healthy foods, vegetables, whatever way that you've physically been investing into your future on a regular basis is partly because of this shift energetically, but it's like you're also creating the shift. And you need to know that there are going to be people who don't want to see you win. A lot of Pisces have to understand, like, we see the good in people all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should not change your heart. But you also have to understand that you can't change motherfuckers who don't want to see you succeed. You can't change how people feel about you when you succeed and when things start going well in your life and they ass is salty about it. I say this all the time. Some people be saltier than a bag of fucking pork rinds. They be saltier than a bag of Lay's because they mad that things are changing in your life because the way that you used to show up benefited them. That's why there's a conflict going on behind the scenes that you can't see, but that you can feel because you're not showing up in the same way. And they are trapped, stuck, dealing with their own things. They can no longer put it on you. They can no longer stress you out with it. They can no longer cause you to be the one to have to deal with it. So Spirit wants you to know that as things start to change, this could be family. Some of y'all, this could be your own blood. As things start to change and as you evolve and as things move forward in your life, it's not all going to be easy. There's going to be some times where you are more energized and you feel motivated. There's going to be times where you don't feel very motivated. There's going to be times where things move fast and things move slow. But every single day, Spirit wants you to speak to yourself in a way that reinforces what you've been manifesting and what you've been investing into. They don't want you to become discouraged because other people don't see your vision. Because some of you, you're the only one who's going to be able to see it until it comes to fruition. And if you lose that momentum now, it's never going to come to fruition. You have to believe it before you see it versus seeing it and then believing it. Okay? The Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody in y'all's family, I feel, is going to say something to you that makes you feel like it's going to take you forever to reach a goal, and it's not. Spirit is saying that something that you're doing is going to receive recognition. 10 minus 7 is 3 pentacles. So something that you're doing is going to receive recognition, or you're going to receive maybe some type of compensation payout. Maybe you're going to be able to pull resources from whatever you're investing in a lot sooner than what you may have thought. But there's somebody here who is very much so determined to say something about how the outcome is going to be in the situation. And I feel like they want kind of to make you feel discouraged. So I would just be very mindful of people saying things like, oh, I see what you're doing over there with your little business. Fuck you. Oh, I see you got some, I see you got some followers over there on your page. Yes, bitch. And you don't have to respond like that for real, but you can respond like that in your head. Don't respond like that for real, because that's going to bring you negative energy. Sometimes y'all got to know I'm a comedian, okay? And I talk my shit. Thank you, Susie, for that rose. I'm a comedian and I talk my shit. And I cuss like a sailor. So if that's not your thing, I might not be for you, boo. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Jewel. But you know, it's situations like that where you can laugh in your head. Spirit is not mad. Like, people think that spirit, God, source, universe, whoever you pray to, believe in, whatever. People think that it's so strict. But if God gave us a sense of humor, that means God has a sense of humor. If spirit gave us the ability to crack jokes, that means they be cracking jokes too. Because a lot of this shit be funny. And they be thinking it's funny and it ain't funny. Because we dealing with it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you allowed to get your little 7 chuckles in. Do what you need to do. But there's definitely going to be somebody here who's going to be talking to you. And because you've elevated from the years of abuse, or because you've dealt with a family who treated you this way, or because you had some type of long-term experience with people who are very negative towards what you're doing, you will be able to see through whatever this Knight of Swords is, because somebody's talking out the side of their neck. Oh, it's going to take you, you be doing that every day? You work on that every day? Oh, it's going to take you a long time. How long it took you to get to that many followers? How long it took you to get to that many subscribers? How long it took you to get... Bitch, how long did it take you to figure out that you need to shut the fuck up? You get what I'm saying? Like, don't let that bother you. What is the advice? Let's see the advice for Pisces. If you want to ask a question, I do need for y'all to send a donation if you want me to answer a question. If you've been in here waiting, okay? Some of y'all, it is your family. Some of y'all have a younger family member or somebody who could be an air sign. Maybe it's even a Virgo, Scorpio. I would just be very mindful of people who are very stuck in their ways, people who are stubborn, people who you realize over time don't want to evolve or change, or people who you realize don't want to see you differently. These are the type of people who I'm talking about. Those family members who want to remind you all the time of how you pissed the bed when you was 3 years old. Those family members who want to remind you all the time of how you fell off the playground. Uh-oh, look at what just popped out, y'all. Look at that. What's this? 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. That's 10 swords right there. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, energy, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, possibly. This just popped out. Yeah, insecurities. People who want to bring up your insecurities. Some of this stuff is lies. Some of this stuff is lies, like straight up. Thank you, Lizzie, for those roses. Some of this stuff is lies, y'all. This is about making you feel left out. Oh, I'm going to teach you this. People who wanted to teach you this and teach you that. Thank you, elevating. This is like lies that people taught you. Oh, this is how you got to live your life. This is how you got to get ahead. This is how you got to do this. But they were only doing that. It was like they were lying to you so that they could benefit off of something. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's people who came into your life acting like they were going to mentor you, but they led you astray. Because by leading you astray, they were able to benefit from your greatness. They were able to benefit from your gifts without giving anything in return. That's who Spirit is talking about in this reading. People who've been able to mooch off of you. And ultimately what they taught you, or ultimately what they were trying to show you about yourself, or what they were trying to get you to believe about yourself, was a lie. That's who this is about. Three of Wands and the Five of Cups. Because they're waiting. It's like they're waiting for you to lose, or they're waiting for something bad to happen. You see how the imagery look? If you want to read cards, this is how you read cards. You see how this person is standing here and this energy is coming off the card to the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is water. So this would be indicative of your energy as a water sign. But it's like somebody who's projecting this energy onto you. It's like if those three cups were standing up on the table, they do whatever this hocus pocus is and boom, knock them off the table onto the ground. You see what I'm saying? But it's all of this stuff in between. Because that's the strategy. That's the strategy that they use to try to get you in a lax state of mind. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. And what's the five that's missing for you? Those of y'all who know the cards, it's the Five of Swords, which is envy, spitefulness, jealousy. That's how I read, y'all. Okay. So let's see what's the advice for Pisces. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. We are officially at 13K.2, 13.3. 13.3K likes. Oh my God. That's the most I've ever gotten, y'all. I am so appreciative. And shout out Maggie, really shutting it down with the roses. Thank you everyone who's donated. Thank you so much, Maggie. Wow, you guys are awesome. I really hope that the messages even on the channel have been helping you guys, because I really just, I'm just trying to find my way too, right? And I'm never gonna tell you guys. I'm never going to tell you guys that I have all the answers. I'm never going to be that person to say, you got to do this, you got to do that, because I ain't your mama, right? I'm not God and I'm not your mama. Thank you, Maggie, for that heart puff. Those are so cute. You definitely, look, Spinning Spinoza, we definitely beat the record. We sure did. And we're going to continue to bust through. We're going to, everybody in here, we are all going to continue to bust through these records, break down these barriers. We're going to continue to show up and show out, period, because we're not going to let nobody stop us. Okay? And that's just what it is. But y'all, listen, that's why I tell you guys all the time. Oh my God, use your intuition. Oh, look, see the hard work paying off. I tell you guys all the time, use your intuition. Don't just blindly listen to people online giving readings, because they will have your head fucked up. Some of these people do not care about you. Some of these people some of these people actually care, but they don't have the experience. I don't have all the experience as somebody who's been doing it longer than me. Sometimes you have to be very strategic about different people that you listen to. And I just want to help y'all to understand that you have the power to do it yourself. I might help you see the truth, but it's really just confirming what you already know. So let's see. What is the advice for Pisces spirit in this situation? Ooh, the Six of Cups. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. Some of you guys are going to receive a gift. This could also be memories from the past coming up. I feel like Spirit wants you to remember the past. And they want you to remember how protected you were in the past from situations that you felt like you couldn't overcome, in order for you to be able to overcome the things that you're dealing with right now. You've been through worse. Even if you haven't been through worse than you're going through right now, you've been through situations that are comparable, right? That you can pull on. You can pull on, even if you have to look back at pictures of yourself in those times. Oh, that's Raven Snail. That's cute. Thank you, Pi. Look, because it'd be times, right? Like maybe you went through a tough time in college, or you went through a tough time as a single parent, a teen mom, a young dad, There were times in your past that you can actually look at the pictures. Do y'all know that game? What's that game called? What's that game called that you can download and the girl looks at the pictures and she goes back to that time? It's like magic. I can't remember what it was called. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Elevating. Rosemary. Okay, Rosemary. Elevating God's Child, Rosemary. I see you. Thank you, guys. It's a game that y'all can download, and I watched somebody play it. I don't know if y'all know this person, but his name is Will on a Whim, and I really enjoy his videos. And he was playing, let me say they. I don't want to misgender, but they were playing this game, and I forgot. I think it's called like Life Sucks or something like that. And they literally like have the girl, thank you, Sally, thank you, Lizzie. They literally have the girl like look at pictures and photos, and she's able to like psychically go back in time. I'm telling you, that junk be real, y'all. If you gotta look back, it sometimes can give you motivation that you don't see. But your advice is the 6 of Cups. Thank you, Pi. That's crazy because you see the name of my channel is Pisces Network, and it's with a pie symbol, like the pie. Now we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. See, this is what I'm saying. You think you don't know, but you really do know. You think you don't know, but you really do know. You have a lot more information than what you believe that you have. You have a lot more information than what people try to give you credit for. Thank you, Pi. Thank you, Rosemary. Y'all have a lot more under your belt. You've been through so much. I need for you guys to understand that whatever you don't know, it is going to come to you. You are wise. You are not to be fucked with either, okay? This Queen of Swords is not somebody that you want to fuck with. And in different decks, she comes out in different ways. But she's always a person who's willing to do what it takes to get where she needs to go. But she does it in an ethical way because she has learned how to maneuver, and she's observed her situations to understand what's right and what's wrong. Some of you guys have strong air placements. Some of you guys, a lawyer may give you some information, or somebody, maybe a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse. Maybe you are a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse. I don't know. But somebody is going to give you some type of information about the past that you may not know. And it's going to give you clarity or give you ideas about the future. Let me just see. What is this 6 of Cups for the advice? Judgment, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Look at that. You got 2 aces. So this is clarity of thought and information, truth, victory, also with the Ace of Wands, success. You may have to make some sacrifices, but I feel like you already did that. And now you're having the victory that comes with it. If you still need to make some sacrifices, do what needs to be done. Don't be a bitch about it. But this is clarity of thought, clarity of ideas, which leads to clarity of action. It's like Spirit is waking you up. It feels like this is an awakening of sorts to let you know what was really going on in the past. I think some of you guys could be finding information, or information can be coming to you. Because I just talked about this with my members on YouTube. If y'all want to get real jazzy, go click on YouTube. Don't be scared now, because if you go over there, listen, I'm just letting you know, warning, fair warning, if you go to YouTube, it's different, okay? But I just did a reading for my members today. And you can get personal readings. The link is in my bio if you want to book a personal on my website, you guys. I have a bunch of different options. I also have an email service if you want to be a pen pal. I don't use tarot cards. We just talk about stuff going on if you want to just talk. Like back in the day, 90s pen pals. I also have, what else do I have? Oh, I can pray for y'all. If y'all want me to pray for you, listen, I got you. Anything. Check out my website. It's linked in the bio. I have a LINKTREE. But I was talking to my members on YouTube about the fact that sometimes you don't get information until you need the information. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all a story. When I was young, my mom was a single mom. My dad was not in my life. The memories I had of my dad were very violent and negative, right? And it was not always bad, but as I grew up as an adult, I saw how volatile and negative that dynamic was between my mom and my dad, right? No disrespect to my father. He's been through his things. I've forgiven him because I know he had stories too. But what I'm saying, some of you are about to get information about the past that's going to give you clarity about the future. Some of you are getting information about the past, which reminds you or lets you know that you were correct when you did not know you were correct. But the confirmation that you're about to receive is going to let you know that you knew all along what was going on. Even though you didn't have the documentation or the evidence to prove that you were right, you are going to know that you were right. And there's something that's coming to you that Spirit is saying it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to get this information. You're ready for this. Because before, if they would have shown you the truth, if they would have given you the information before, you might have clocked somebody upside their head. You might have went to jail. If you were given the information before, you might have lost your life. If you were given the information before, it could have been a situation where you threw your life away or did something that you would have regret. But now you're getting the information because you've expanded enough, you've evolved enough, you've ascended enough, and you've healed enough to be able to see this clarity for what it is and not get upset about it, but to understand that it's a confirmation of what you always knew was true, which was that you are the truth, that you have what it takes, that you are the chosen one, or whatever it is that you believe about yourself. Somebody is definitely telling you something. I feel like that you didn't know. That's going to confirm that everything that you're doing is right on point. I need you guys to understand that. That's what this is about. We done read all these cards, and that's what it's about. Is that Spirit wants you to know that you're on point in a situation and that the feelings that you feel are valid. The things that you thought was going on is true. And what you have experienced is not an illusion, but it's a reality that somebody did not want you to see. Because if you were able to see it, then they wouldn't have been able to manipulate you. Okay? I'm going to get one more oracle. Anything else that Pisces needs to know? This is how I do readings, y'all. Anything else Pisces needs to know? Oh, look, triggering insecurities. What did I say earlier? Damaging your confidence, creating doubt, lowering self-esteem. See what I'm saying? People were able to do this to you in the past. These motherfuckers ain't going to be able to do it now. And that's what you have to understand. You don't let somebody take you back to the past and make you forget everything you learned. They're going to try to trigger you. They're going to be upset because you triggered them. Look, we have genuine interest, getting to know you better, intrigued by you, building a deeper connection, wanting to learn from you, respects your opinion. See, this is how they're going to come in. They're going to come in like, oh, teach me. Just to trigger your insecurities. Or there's going to be somebody who really does want to learn from you, but because you are who you are, they're going to be triggered. That's not your problem, though. Folks need to understand how to deal with that. It's kind of like a situation where you see somebody who's wealthy and you are triggered because you feel like you're not wealthy, or you feel like you could never be wealthy, and you mad at that person when in reality, you just got to change your belief system. That's how somebody I feel is responding and reacting to some of y'all. Collaboration. So I would be very mindful. This is my advice to you. This is what I feel like Spirit is trying to give you a warning about, a soft warning of mindfulness, is for you guys to be mindful of people who want to collaborate with you, who wants to work with you, who wants to come in on what you've already created, who wants to participate in the foundation you've already built. What are their intentions? What are their motives? What is it that they want to accomplish? Why do they want to partner with you all of a sudden? Why are they coming out the woodwork like a bunch of roaches? What is going on that's making these people feel like the space and opportunity is there? Because it may just be somebody who wants to highlight some type of insecurities to make you feel bad about what you're doing. It could be somebody who still has a lot to learn, and it just may be above your pay grade because you're not supposed to be the one to teach them. Right? Because some people ain't ready for the things that I say. Some people aren't ready for the things that you say. And it's situations where you just got to be, it's okay. It's okay, boo. It's okay, boo. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to be mad. But it's just a reality. You got to just get in where you fit in. I'm not mad at people who don't understand my sense of humor, but you're not going to make me feel bad about it. You get what I'm saying? This is the attitude that Spirit is trying to have you have. Like, hey, some people just not ready for your energy. And you don't have to be mad at those people for not being ready for your energy. You just got to know how to move around. Advice, confidence. See? Look at y'all. Y'all got a beautiful smile. Thank you, everybody. We got to 20K. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, confidence. Believe in your worth and your abilities. Okay? Just because people don't want to acknowledge your abilities, just because they don't want to say that you were right, just because they don't want to admit their faults or the things that they did to cause a problem in your life, does not mean that you don't know the truth. Be confident in what you know. Be confident in what spirit is telling you, what your intuition is telling you, and be confident in what your spirit team is guiding you to do. And in your gifts. Okay? Friendship is at the bottom. Cherish friendships. They are the harbors for your soul. So it's going to be important with you. It's going to be important, I feel, Spirit wants you to know, to keep these connections that are healthy. Cultivate the healthy connections. Put energy into it. I know a lot of times the spiritual community and tarot readings talk about like getting rid of people, letting relationships die, all this other type of stuff. But sometimes if you do have those good connections, you got to be wise about it. And you have to realize where a good friend is, where a good partner is. You got to put away your pride sometimes and your ego, and you have to work on connections just as much as other people work on them with you. So Spirit is reminding you, hey, there are friends and there are connections and there are situations that are worth your time, and then there are some that are not, and they want you to be able to discern the difference. Thank you, Timothy, for those roses. Okay, and then finally, hope. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. So yeah, when it's dark, when you don't know what's going on, when you don't know how something is going to turn out, just be positive, y'all. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here that want you to be negative because it helps put energy. It helps them harvest your energy. It's a whole lot of people out here who want to be doom and gloom. They want to talk about how horrible things are going to be in 2026, and you know, they want to talk about all this negative stuff that's going on. Fuck them people, bro. If you walking on a cloud, continue to walk on a cloud. Whatever you have to do to keep yourself positive, whether that's going outside, hugging a tree, you know, staying in your room, doing a little bed riding every now and then, you know, like whatever it is that makes you happy, do what makes you happy. Because a lot of the things that people are seeing when it comes to negativity coming our way is not necessarily everybody's story. So you got to know what's yours and what's not. And whatever's not, you leave it behind. Okay? All right. That's it, y'all. If you guys want to ask me a question, go ahead. But you got to send a donation if you want me to answer your question. If you want me to answer your question, you got to send a donation. That's the only way I'm going to do it. Because, honey, we don't work for free. You don't work for free, and neither do I. Period. So let me know if y'all want me to answer a question. If not, then I'm going to go on ahead and play The Sims or something. I'm going to go ahead and do something else. Y'all, I cooked some cabbage for dinner last night. I have never cooked cabbage before in my life. I never made cabbage before. I baked some chicken legs in the oven. It was like barbecue chicken legs. And I made some cabbage, some corn on the cob, and some mashed potatoes, y'all, because I had just did a food pantry thing with my son. My son's in this program, right? And it's young men, young black men. And we was giving away, we were giving away groceries and stuff for Thanksgiving and turkeys and stuff. And basically they let us take home some food. So I had to cook it because I didn't want it to spoil. Child, I made mashed potatoes, cabbage, corn. What else did I make? Mashed potatoes, cabbage, corn, chicken, the barbecue chicken. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. But it was good. That junk was good. You making that now, Asia? Okay. Have you ever made cabbage before, Asia? Because I sure didn't make none before. That was the first time I ever made cabbage. But my kids said it was good. But they could be lying because I'm their mama. But I don't think so. They don't be lying. They'll tell me if my food is nasty. No, you ain't never made it before either? Oh my God. See, trying new things. And that's how you can get your creativity going too. Like sometimes if you stuck in a rut, or if there's something that you trying to like, your creativity is blocked, sometimes you just got to do random shit. Sometimes you just got to be random. You never know when a random moment will lead you right to where you need to be. Sometimes daydreaming too. Daydreaming, letting your mind wander. Being aimless for a little while. That'll get you right where you need to be. But But listen, I'm so happy to have read for you guys. I really appreciate y'all. I love music too, Asia. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you for everyone. Let me see if I can find, because I'm still trying to figure this out, y'all. I'm still trying to figure this out. Adane, thank you, Adane. I don't know if you're still in here, boo, but I appreciate you for all the likes. Quandra, thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Pi, thank you so much. Timothy, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Everybody who was in here just commenting and being so positive, I really appreciate it. I know there were so many people at the beginning, child. I'm trying to figure out, how do you see all of this stuff? They don't, it's weird. I don't know how to see all of that stuff, but I really appreciate all of you guys who donated. I wish they would separate it and show me like a separate screen with the people who sent donations. I know Sally did one. I know so many of y'all in here in the beginning. But anyway, y'all, I'm trying to figure it out. Engage with viewers. Okay. But why y'all don't show? They make it so hard. I wish they would just show you like who the people are who like does the most. Because some of y'all were really just showing out in here. I'm just clicking buttons, y'all. I'm just clicking buttons. Oh, wow. Child. Oh, I could see who's in here. Oh, excuse me. We're not doing. Oh, that's interesting. You can have people come up on your live. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could have y'all come up on a live. I'd be scared. Because I don't know what y'all finna say. I'll be nervous. Anyway, you guys, I'm finna go and head out. I will be posting. I got a few of these lives I need to post. If you guys want to book a personal reading, the link tree is in the description box. You'll see all my YouTube channels posting readings. If you want to donate over there, you can. It is what it is, y'all. Just be prepared because YouTube is a little bit rougher, all right, than TikTok. Because I got some folks over there that I done had to break some chains off of, child. So, you know, if you guys, thank you, Clara. We wrapping it up. But I have 2 lives that I still have to post on YouTube from TikTok. So if you want to see this live in its entirety, be sure to go over there and subscribe. Because I will be posting the live in its entirety over there on my YouTube channel. If you ever want to see any more content, I'm definitely tapped in over there. I've been tapped in for a long time. I'm kind of tired of it. I'm trying to come over here and see what's up. Thank you, Pi. I appreciate it. I got some channels that I don't post on very frequently, but as of lately, the Nutcase Network is my original channel. I also have a TikTok. That's the Nutcase Network as well. And then Pisces Network is my other channel that I post on majority of the time. I also have done love readings on the underground. All of these are in the description box. But if you want to book a personal reading from me directly on my website, I have a website, you guys. You can check it out. You get a description of everything that you're going to receive. And I'll go ahead and be happy to do your personal reading if you want me to get real deep or in depth, more so than I can do on this platform right here. Then go ahead and check out my bio. My bio has all of that information. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you so much. We're done with this particular portion, but I will be back again, okay? I got a lot of things to do the rest of this week. I got to cook for Thanksgiving, but we will be back at least this weekend, okay, to do another live. So I appreciate you guys. And as we do on YouTube, we're going to bring it over here, okay? This is what we do on YouTube. This is our little thing. Pisces, remember, this is our circle, boos. Okay. Remember that. That's what we say. This is our circle, boos. Bye. Love y'all. Enjoy your week.